you like old school Subarus, specifically the first generation Impreza, then you're absolutely gonna love this build that I've got for you guys today. This is a 2.5 RS that's got an STI swap, and you're gonna wanna see what's underneath the hood. Okay, let's get straight to the good part. I want to show you what we're working with underneath the hood. It's got a crazy engine setup, but since that's not my department, we're going to talk to Dylan. He's been basically assembling this car and doing the whole build that you see. So can you tell us about, what the goal of the project was when the car came to you, and what basically the owner wanted to accomplish?
So the goal was to make 800 horsepower and make it look as good as possible.
I'd say you guys definitely succeeded. This thing is an absolute beauty.
So it's IAG 950 short block with some fully ported cylinder heads, as well as GSC Stage 2 cams. On top of that, we've added our TGVs, our fuel rails, the intake manifold from Cosworth, to match with the ETS 6466 rotated turbo kit. So this thing will see everything from a little bit of the strip to car shows and everything in between on the streets. And that being said, we kept and maintain a lot of the creature comforts in the car. The car still has functioning AC and everything else that you can imagine, and some of it was pretty trick fitting the forward-facing manifold and the alternator without deleting AC.
Yeah, that's cool to see, because most swap cars, they typically sacrifice some of those creature comforts. So, you went that extra mile to make sure that you maintain all the stuff that makes this car a good daily.
So we actually had previous cars with this turbo on them, and we've also ran engines with this turbo on it on our engine dyno, and it's a really good in-between turbo that has no problem breathing up top. It is an air-cooled 6466, so there's no coolant going through it, but it still has oil lubrication going through it. That being said, fitting such a large turbo in the engine bay, there's a lot of other things that had to come into consideration. We had to move the expansion tank for the coolant, as well as think about where the ABS module is sitting and all the other sensors that need to be in the engine bay. With it being a swap car out of A07, we also have that really big engine bay plug, and we had to make a heat shield for that so we're not melting any of that stuff. So again, with all the little details, you really don't get to see or really tend to appreciate all the work that has gone into this until you really get looking. With the Haltech, we were able to put a CAN bus keypad in there. So it gives us multiple different options. This is really nice because we don't have to leave the engine on kill, and we can select boost levels based off of what we're doing on the drive. Right now we're just setting up the 8-button keypad for boost control, anti-lag, launch control, fuel pump, fans, etc. Any safeties we might need or anything we want to control with the ECU on this keypad. So we can control different boost levels, whether we want to have a wastegate boost pressure or a full send max boost pressure, 800 horsepower. So the customer is going to be able to select a low boost, a medium boost, high boost, and a kill boost if they really wanted to, ranging from 22 PSI to all the way to 36 on flex.
Okay, so when you mentioned that this car makes around 800 horsepower, I'm assuming that's an E85 number. So how much power is it making on pump gas then?
So it made just over 500 on pump gas, and that was a very soft, safe 500 on 93 pump gas, and then we were able to turn it up with ethanol, bringing up the blend into an E60 to an E70 rating off of what we got off of the pump.
since we have the aftermarket ECU, we're gonna tune some anti-lag, so should be pretty cool to see this thing on the dyno shooting some flames, and yeah, I'll show you what that's like. So in the US, we never got the STI for the first generation Impreza, so we had to make our own STIs out of these 2.5 RS chassis that we got. I really like the coupes, I think they look fantastic, and the owner Barb has put some really cool parts on hers, including that gorgeous P1 wing, which is an authentic Pro Drive wing. She's got these fender flares for a nice 18-inch wheel and tire fitment. And then moving up front, she's also got the JDM grille and the P1 front lip, which completes the look and just gives this car an ultra aggressive appearance. Well, that was pretty much all the footage I was able to film of Barb's GC on the dyno, because it was getting ready to go to SubiFest, Texas, and we were just doing some last minute tuning, and then JJ was gonna drive it all the way down to Texas for SubiFest, Texas. So you might have actually seen Barb's car in the car show if you were down south checking that out. If you guys did like this video, let me know in the comment section down below. If you want to keep up with Barb's Instagram, I'll make sure to put that there as well. And with that said, thank you guys for watching.